All right, welcome to the new coach call for February. Well, it's March now, but for those who joined in the last few months. And basically, I'm just going to go over a little bit more of behind the scenes coaching. You're familiar with the 3 vitals and what you need to be doing every day. This is more the business side, I guess you could say. I don't know, it's all the business, but in your welcome email, you should have gotten a new coach checklist, which I'll bring up on the screen here at the end. But for now, just know that you need to be doing the 3 vitals, and that's inviting, being proof of the product, and doing your personal development every day. Those are simple, basic things, and this business is really basic. It's just doing those things over and over again and getting good at those 3 things. So some of the extra stuff that you can be doing. Let's talk about social media. There's a like page you'll be hearing about. It's basically a platform that you set up like a Facebook page, but it's mainly for business. And you're going to hear all kinds of things about a like page, whether it's better to go the like page route or stay on your personal page. You're going to hear both sides. I just say choose 2 platforms, whether it's a like page and your personal page, if it's Instagram or Pinterest or whatever, choose 2 and get good at those 2 versus trying to dabble in everything. Again, stick to 5 topics that you can post about each day consistently. Mine are faith, family, fun, and then of course fitness, and then the nutrition. Always adding value. Think about, is it engaging, entertaining? There's another whatever to ask yourself, but just think, would I stop and read this? Is this interesting to me? Does it make me laugh? Or does it evoke emotion, kind of thing? Don't just post just to throw up a post, but have some meaning behind it. If you haven't done so already, make sure that you publicly share that you are a Beachbody coach. And I really only would use Beachbody coach one time, and that's just to tell the world, hey, this is what I'm doing, and I'm excited about it. Talk about your excitement for it and that you hope to achieve this and this and this. But I really don't use Beachbody coach ever again. People just get to know, just become familiar with the fact that I'm posting about fitness and nutrition, and I'm inviting to these challenge groups, and then I know I'm a coach. I do say coach, but I rarely say Beachbody coach anymore, except for that first coming out post. If you need help crafting that post, then make it or come up with something, send it to me in a message or call me on the phone. I can help you with your wording or send you link examples of others or even mine, even though mine's not that great. But I can help you with yours. Okay, don't forget that we don't want to be salesy. We just want to share. And so don't post links. You're going to see some companies that post links. We're not one of those companies. Don't post links and don't post stock images. Yes, you can use a stock image if it's like in a collage and you're on there, but don't just throw up a stock image of 22-minute hardcore, although I guess a launch is kind of different. But let's say PIO. Don't throw up a stock image of PIO and talk about it being on sale because that's salesy. Throw up an image of you in one of the workouts, doing that PIO workout, and talk about how you love the program and what it's done for you, kind of thing. Just show you, and you're being proof. So people want to follow you and they want to trust that you're using the product and it's working for you versus stock images. And be consistent. Make sure you're sharing your journey and your story, but don't share it all at one time. So share snippets of your story and your life and your struggles. Be real. Let people relate to you because you're not perfect and you do struggle with your nutrition and you did eat that burger from McDonald's because everybody else went to go eat there. I'm on a call. Oh, hi. And so just be real. Okay. I remember just recently someone's like, oh, now I know you really are perfect. And I'm like, oh, this is not where I'm going with this. So I really had to evaluate like how I was posting. I don't want to come off as being perfect. And that was just kind of an eye opener. Okay. Facebook groups. If you don't know already that you can if I need, I might pull it up. You can turn off notifications for groups because as a coach, you know, you've got our tribe page group, you've got the big tribe page group, and then you have your own challenge groups or even the challenge group I have you in. So there's just a number of groups. And so if you go up to the top right, and if you haven't done so already or don't know that, the top right, you can adjust the notifications for each group. Just click on notifications and turn them off, and just know to check in with the tribe page or our BFit tribe page each day if you do turn them off. Okay, let's talk about inviting. There's 3 kinds of invites. You can create an event, click on your friends, send them a notification to invite them to your challenge group. That's total informal, I don't know, but it works. I do it, but that's not the only kind of invite. The second kind of invite is throwing up a call to action post saying, hey, I'm running this challenge. It starts on the 22nd, and I'm looking for 10 women who want to lose weight or get in shape. Message me if you're interested. That's a call to action post. And that's the second kind of invite. And the third one is the most important, and that's when you're talking to people one-on-one in a message or face-to-face or texting or calling. So it's just more personal. And that's the kind of inviting when we talk about in a power hour, you're inviting 3 to 5 people each day. You're actually talking to them one-on-one. Okay, don't be salesy, don't be spammy, don't word vomit on them. So if they ask about a program or what you're doing, don't send out this mile-long paragraph of everything all at once. That turns people away big time. Just think, would you want to get this mile-long message and read through it? So just ask a lot of questions, find out about them, and share what you're doing just a little bit at a time. Okay, if anyone ever asks you, here's another thing, and I don't know if I mentioned this. If anyone asks you on your post, they're like, how much does it cost to join? Don't talk about price publicly. Say, hey, I'll message you, take them back to a message. Everything related to price and sales and stuff, go back in a message. And then, of course, build that relationship with them. So don't right away tell them the price of it. Just say, hey, what interests you in this program? What are you struggling with? Have you tried anything before? That kind of stuff. And just find out a little bit more about why they're interested. That way, in their mind, they're like, oh, this is a solution to my need. And so just don't throw out the price right away. Okay, orders. If you haven't used Coach Mobile app, coachmobile.teambeachbody.com. And I have a video on that. I'll share the link if you need it, but you simply enter their email, what flavor of Shakeology they want to try, and then if they want to sign up for the discount or as a regular customer. Now, of course, if they're there to build the business, they'll sign up as a coach. I always lead with the coach or with the discount. So let's say you're inviting to a group and someone's interested and they're okay with the price and they're just ready to go. I always make sure before I close out the deal, that I say, hey, I just wanted to know if you want to sign up for the discount now. Nothing changes with your initial cost. You'll just be charged a $15.95 monthly service fee, similar to a Costco. I always say similar to a Sam's Club or a Costco membership. That helps people understand that it's just like having those memberships with the discounted stuff. And you're going to see the word coach in your email, but that just means you're getting the discount. Is that okay? In most, like 90% of people are okay with that. And then I sign them up for the discount. Now, this leads into rank advancing. So Stephanie, you've ranked advanced because you had people sign up with the discount. If in the future you have people interested in the challenge, I recommend always leading with the discount. They can say no to that. That's fine because they can sign up for the discount later, and that's called an upgrade. And there's a process to that. But basically, if they were to upgrade, they would have to pay the $40 sign-up fee. And if it happens within 30 days of that challenge pack they bought as a customer, they'll get that $40 refunded to them. So it's just like extra steps, and they'll have to wait for their money to come back. So it's just easier, I tell them, to sign up for it now. They could still cancel at day 29 and not be charged that fee. For everyone I do sign up, I always make a note in my planner about 21 days out to follow up with them and remind them that their Beachbody On Demand trial is ending. Just as good customer service. Just a heads up, hey, you're going to be charged for this if you don't want to continue. But if you do, great. Don't worry about doing anything, and you'll still have access to the member library. Okay, for your challenge groups, already I know, Stephanie, you're setting a date and getting ready and for a challenge group. If you want to run one together, I'm here for that. If you want to go solo, that's great too. Just depends on your personality and your pace. I know that I just started with free groups and I had maybe 5 people in my first one. And so took some tweaking for me to be more comfortable with it. But free groups are definitely important each month for networking and targeting your audience, knowing who's interested in fitness and nutrition. Those are the people I really build relationships with during the month so I can invite them near the end of the month. Okay, always follow up with people. If they tell you no, do not leave them to be and never talk to them again because they said no. I always put them on next month's list and follow up with them with something like, hey, I know last month didn't work for you. Would you be interested in this month? There are these new sales. Just wanted to see if this was something that worked for you this month. So I have followed up with people a number of times, and I may have followed up with you a number of times. Okay, so Success Club. Again, you hit Success Club by reaching 5 points, and you get 2 points for a challenge pack. Just think 2 items, so 2 points, and then 1 point if you get someone to sign up on Shakeology Home Direct, and that's 1 item, so 1 point. Those are the only 2 ways to earn points. Just know also if a challenge pack is a kickstart, it just means they get the 3-day refresh with it. And so sometimes those are on sale, the kickstarts with regular programs. Your Success Club points really are a reflection of how many people you have helped. So change your mindset and don't think of it as points and just here to get a sale. Initially, that's how I was. And when I shifted my mindset, that's when my business shifted and I started to see better success, is because of what I was thinking. Like, I'm not there to just get the sale. I'm there to help somebody. Like, we have a solution to their needs. Okay. If you find that you're stagnant and you're not really reaching anybody, or no one's really coming around, you can't force people to buy. You can't, I don't know. You don't want to work with people, first of all, who you have to kind of pull in to the business. And you don't want to work with people who you want to pull in to buy a challenge pack and they're not really committed. So bless and release, let them go, and just find more people. So it's constantly talking to people every day. So if you find that there's days where you're gaps and you're not talking to anyone, the compound effect will take its toll later and you'll have gaps of no success. Excuse me, no success because you haven't been talking to people weeks before. So me having success this last month, that was my best month ever. And that's only because I was talking to those people 3 and 4 months back. So it just is like I had you start reading that compound effect. That's what it is in this business. Who you're talking to this month, you're probably going to see the fruits of your labor 2 or 3 months out. So as a beginning coach, you just still have to just make sure you're talking to people every single day. Okay, you're going to see volume. You know that product is associated with volume, and in turn, that volume turns into bonuses. And without getting into too much detail, Stephanie, you're Emerald, so now you qualify for bonuses along with those leads. So you have whichever side, doesn't matter right now. You have your weak and your strong leg. So your strong leg is going to build volume because everybody on the team is contributing to that volume. And then your weak leg, you're only building that. And so the volume that you create here, volume's created on both sides. When you create 100 volume, personal volume, and it matches up to 200 that's been created on your strong leg, that cycles into a bonus. And as an Emerald, you get $14 for that cycle. So for every 100 personal volume points that you create on your weak leg, it will match up to 200 on that strong leg, and then it flips over into $14 that you get. And that can keep going. You get another 100 in the month, it flips over. And then I think it's by week actually. But just know that volume, it's important to create volume. So maybe you don't sell a challenge pack, but you sell a product or a program that still collects volume. So keep that in mind. Make Success Club a non-negotiable. because this is where your business is you're going to have success, is if you're hitting Success Club. It's basically a benchmark. So oh, I'm making progress in my business. That's what it is. But at the same time, you get rewarded for hitting Success Club. There are Success Club prizes each month. Now, last month with Team Cup, it was associated with your team. So if your team didn't produce, then you didn't benefit. So me getting however many points I got and reaching that many people, I still didn't get a Success Club prize, which I'm kind of getting over. I'm really big on incentives and stuff. So it just depends on what you're motivated by. But so there's incentives for Success Club trips, like we're going on the cruise this year and next year's trip to the Dominican Republic. You have to be hitting Success Club to earn those trips. So there's stuff associated with Success Club prizes and fun things, but at the same time, it's definitely a target for you to reach so you know you're improving in your business. All right, how are we doing on time? I think we're like 20 minutes in. Okay, your status. You need to have 50 personal volume to stay active as a coach. Once you rank advance, to get the benefits of leads and bonuses, you need to have 90 personal volume. So you're getting your Shakeology, you're good. Don't worry. Once you hit diamond, that bumps up to 100, and then again, it bumps up more that you'll need each month depending on your rank. So you're getting your Shakeology, you're good. The last Wednesday of the month is the last day to rank advance in order to qualify for leads for the following month. So Stephanie, you're Emerald, you're good. If you, let's say you rank advance to Ruby, which I really haven't talked about, it's just in between Diamond and Emerald. I don't have my calendar switched. On the last Monday of March or Wednesday of March, you would then qualify, if you hit Success Club, you would qualify for the bonus of 16. Am I getting these wrong, Kelly? Anyways, it's like 14, 16, 18, I think. Yeah. So your leads or your bonuses would bump up to $16 when they cycled if you were to rank advance before the last Wednesday. Okay, Emerald, it's you plus 2. You have 2 and signed up your spouse. That's another thing I want to talk about. Signing up your spouse is important because if you're in this for the long haul, you're going to benefit down the road. Basically, you'll be able to build your spouse's account, and the volume that you create on his account, you benefit from as above him or her, whatever. So that's one aspect. When you rank advance to 2-star, you have the opportunity to build a new business center. This will get complicated, so I'm not going into detail, but you build a new business center under your husband's account. So that means you are building this account under him. He's getting volume, you're getting volume, so you benefit double, basically. And so you hear about coaches, especially on the National Wake Up Call, you hear about them rank advancing in their second business center. So it's them building that account, but they're benefiting in that account, but they're benefiting through your husband's and through their main account. So there's potential down the road. You don't see that right now, and some people might think, oh my gosh, 2 challenge packs I have to get. But for now, if he is, let's say Stephanie, for example, if he's just the only person on your whatever leg, your weak leg right now, and you haven't found anyone else, you'll have to keep him active with 50 PV. There's ways of getting 50 PV. You can get the 3-day refresh. You can switch it up just as long as you're on home direct. But let's say down the road, you're starting to build and getting discount coaches. You could actually drop him from active status, still pay his coach fee, the $15.95, because you have other people on your team that you have that are getting, or you just have other discount coaches. So if you had to, you can drop his active status, pay his $15.95 to keep him as a coach in that position, keep his spot. And let's say you have 2 of your coaches hit Emerald, then you rank advance to Diamond. There's you can technically, you won't have to continue to get Shakeology for him if you have enough people still getting the discount. I know I'm like flustered right now because I'm just confusing myself. So whatever. That can be a whole nother call or conversation, but just know, like, if you're worried about signing him up initially, yes, the initial investment in that might seem daunting, but find more people that you can build so that you could potentially not have to get Shakeology for him right now until maybe you wanted to advance him to Emerald. You get someone else Emerald so you can go Diamond. So there's just, like, you have so much flexibility with it. All right. I went on way too long on that. Next steps are Coach Basics. So if I don't have you in Coach Basics, I'm going to plug you in, because that group, there's like 7 or 12 or something posts. Stephanie, you've been there. You made the video. So I want you to complete Coach Basics. And anyone who hasn't started, I need you to start. Only because if you're here to build, you need to know the basics. Yes, the basics are the 3 vital behaviors, but at the same time, there are other things that you can be doing to improve your business and to move forward. Other business building activities that will help you. And that's what you learn in the Coach Basics group. So get that completed. And if you're raring and ready to go, I can move you to a group that is helping you rank advance. Okay, so you got the basics and you got other groups that help you rank advance. There's just a lot to learn. It's like a new job. Go at your own pace. Just keep me informed what that pace is and where you want to go and what you need. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't reinvent the wheel. Take the files that I have in our try page or in the try page and duplicate those. It's all about duplication here. So what I give to you, you start recruiting people and they're interested in the business. Take that stuff, give it to them. Like whatever I have in our try page or the try page, take it and duplicate it, because that's what this is about. It's just about helping your coaches advance and then having them help their coaches. It's just a duplication process. Become a well-oiled machine at the basics. So it's like a wash, rinse, repeat. Do the 3 vitals every day and be consistent, and that's where you'll find success, especially in your talking to people. I know I made that video in our page the other day. The majority of what I do every day is just talking to people. Yes, I create groups, and yes, what else do I do? I sometimes, I don't even know. Most of the time I'm seriously talking to people. I do need to get organized, but that's beside the point. You wouldn't want to see my office here, but make sure that you're talking to people, because that's really where it comes down to. It's a relationship business. All right, I'm done talking. What questions do you have? I felt like we were just on a call together.
I don't think I have any questions right now. Nothing that are coming. I think you covered everything, and I asked you stuff yet last night that you.
That's right. Let me show this. I was going to show this. Let's see. Did I? And maybe you haven't gotten to it yet. Like I said, that was a big email that I sent you, but let me see if I can pull it up here. It's the coach. It's the checklist for month 1. And yeah, you're past month 1, but it will still be up.
But I'm just.
So let me see if I can pull it up here. Kelly, do you have any questions?
Nope, I think I got it covered.
No, I know I ran through that, and it's a lot of information. Again, this call is recorded to go back to, but I mean, I don't even know. This is a learning experience for me as well. Don't mind my overloaded computer. That's another issue I have. All right, I'm waiting for this to pull up here. Okay. Here we go. Does this look familiar to you at all, Stephanie?
No, I don't think I ever looked at this.
Okay, so I will send this specifically. I'll just post it in our try page. Okay. I love checklists, and so for me to see it just boom, 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 I know what I'm doing. Share to 3 to 3 to 5 times daily. And I just remind no stock images or whatever. Personal development every day. Participate in the Coach Basics training. Actively participate in the challenge group. And that one I'm totally flexible on because I feel like as coaches, of course, we have to be working on ourselves anyway. So if you're posting consistently, then I know that you're active. And so this challenge group, this is basically for just me to see that you're doing what you're doing or being proof of the product. Friend requests and reconnect with old friends on social media, build relationships and what they have been up to. Non-Beachbody, just build relationships. Find a success partner to run your first group with. Now this I didn't have initially when I first started. I didn't get my success partner until maybe 4 months into the business. And that's basically just another coach. And it doesn't have to be a coach on our tribe, but it's someone that you connect with, that you can bounce ideas off with. And basically you could run groups together. I've run groups with her. I've run trainings with her. So it's kind of that backup support if I'm not available or you can't get through to anyone of your upline, just someone that you can work with.
Is that somebody that you'll match us up with, or we just find someone? Or
that's a good question. I was matched up, and thankfully it's worked out. I actually had one before this, and I almost felt like I had to pull her along, and I didn't like that. So, and I just was like a newbie. I'm like, okay, sure, like I'll pair up with this person. So I would have you find one, and so I will show you a group.
Okay.
That you can go into, and it's basically like people here, this is me, these are my goals. If we connect, then let's be success partners kind of idea. Okay. So, I mean, you could even find someone on the tribe that you connect with, or post in the tribe, hey, I'm looking for a success partner. And I'm more than willing to help you like reach out to people if you want. Yeah. I just recommend like finding someone that you can connect with. And like I said, thankfully, Cassie and I right now connect, and it's worked out, and we've been partners ever since. So, okay, promote your first 5-day group with or without your success partner right now. I know you've already started and done that. In your daily conversations, invite 3 to 5 people. That's a daily thing, the invites. And again, that counts as a paid group or a free group. Of course, if you want your business to really propel, it would be to a paid group more often. Achieve Success Club 5 or 10. That's just helping 3 to 5 people each month with a fitness program and Shakeology. And then rank advance. So all of this happening in month 1.
How many people, besides like when you say you're in daily conversations, inviting 3 people to challenge groups, how many people do you reach out to just to reach out to before you're separate from inviting?
Good question.
You know what I mean?
Yes. See, I'm like, I wasn't always intimidated about my inbox, but now I am, because when it says 12, then I'm like, oh, blessed. Like I can't keep up some days. And so you decide, like, if this is going to be overwhelming for you to have all these messages unopened, because I wouldn't even know how I can go back and count. These are all the people I've talked to today. Clear back from 6 a.m. So I could do a count on this, but when people start to respond, that's why you need to set business hours. Like I do my—
Yeah, because that's what I got overwhelmed. I started talking to a bunch of people, but then I felt like, and I even turned off my notifications, but then I felt like I was constantly needing to go online and respond and keep that going. And I had like 5 or 6 people I was talking to, and I thought, this is so overwhelming. I want to move forward, but at the same time, it's like, that's my biggest struggle, I think, right now is time management.
Okay. So I have learned to set hours. So when I throw out my power hour in the morning, well, it doesn't count now because the day has gone by, but I throw out 10 to 15 messages, and then I have to like use willpower not to respond right away, because by 7, I have to be off the computer, get the boys ready for school, and get ready. So then I don't turn the computer back on till 9. But yeah, someone probably responded like 2 minutes after I sent them the message, but I still just wait till 9. And so it might take some like mental shutdown, because you're like, probably used to, oh, someone messaged me, I'm going to message them back, just in general, before coaching. So yeah, I would definitely set hours and stick to them. And if you're in a power hour, so you're in like work mode, send out those messages, but don't open the responses.
But are you responding through the day, or do you have like, these are my 3 times I get on during the day and I only talk in those 3 times?
Those are my times. Most days it has to be, only because I've just found my boys are used to my routine now. But at the same time, there was a point just a few months ago where I felt like I kept brushing them aside because I wanted to respond, and I had my phone. So then I have to just put my phone away for those hours, like 7 to 9. Can't even have my phone. Get breakfast, just get settled, let the boys go to school. So I have to stick to those hours. I get back on at 9 to 10:30. By 11:30, the kindergartner's home, and then I don't 12:30 after I put the baby for a nap. Then 12:30, 1-ish till 3, I'm solid answering. That's my main talking time, is 1 to 3. And so, and then in the evening, although I still get on to be consistent with my posting. So I do pull out the phone like at 10 and throw out a post. And then again, like at 3 o'clock.
Do you write a bunch ahead of time and then like?
Every now and then. But what I do ahead of time is I take pictures. Anything that I think would be an ideal post because it applies to fitness nutrition or it applies to life and I want to post about it later, I take a picture and I just know that I have access to that later.
Yeah.
Lately, I have been creating posts that I post later. Just because I have time or it's on my mind or whatever. So yeah, I've done it, but I don't do it for everything.
Yeah.
So in the evening, I usually try to get a post between 6:30 and 7:30, but that's right at bedtime. So that's been a struggle. I need to prepare those posts ahead of time because that's like a battle. I have the kids I need to get ready, but I want to be consistent. So just kind of have to balance that. But I would definitely set hours and stick to them and just don't open messages. Let's see. Is there anyone I haven't responded to earlier? Okay, so 3:45. And so I still have to go back to these, but that's when I wait till 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock when the kids are asleep. Then I open up these ones.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but if you find that, like you said, it's overwhelming, cut down your numbers a little bit, but just stay consistent with that. Like if you'd have to drop it to 10 people, just stay 10.
I know. I think I like get excited. So I'm like, I'm going to talk to all these people. And then I get overwhelmed. And like the next day I don't talk to anybody because I was like too many people the day before. So
yeah, I would cut the numbers and then
mellow and just do a few each day.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So then of all these people, I'd have to go back and look, but I've already invited one at 2. So I followed up. There's some follow-ups in here. There's some invites in here. Like I said, I just work off of Asana. I just had it up, I work off of that. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
It can get overwhelming, but
yeah,
that's when I adjust really fast because I have days like that where I'm like, I don't even want to turn on the computer. But so otherwise here, do you have any other questions related to this?
No.
Okay. Let me just stop the recording then. Just so everybody else can stop. Kelly, you stay on here, sister. Let me just find the stop recording.